The White House confirmed again today there is still no planned travel for him to Ohio. For the people of East Palestine, it's almost starting to feel personal since the train derailment. President Biden's been around the world, literally, from Syracuse, New York to Selma, Alabama over the weekend, from Tampa, Florida to Portland. Jorge Ventura is on the ground with what residents would want to say to the president. Folks are, it feels like, getting angrier and angrier as the disaster gets worse and worse.
That's exactly right, Leland. Some of the responses that we got, we can't even play it on air, but you could really hear that frustration and feel it from the residents. Take a listen.
If President Joe Biden came to East Palestine,
Biden's hiding.
What would be the message that you would have for the president if he did come here?
He's not going to come. There ain't no message. He should have already been here.
I have no words for that man. Honestly. He should have been here a long time ago.
If he was, let's say, standing right here, what would you tell him?
Kiss my ass.
Resign.
No, just stay away unless you truly, truly care about this community and can actually do something to help us.
And Leland, those residents are telling us that they just feel forgotten about, and it's just absolutely too late. Another common answer that we kept hearing from my time here reporting is that the president is more worried about Ukraine than the American citizens here in East Palestine.
Help us understand, Jorge, because it is very easy for these stories to kind of disappear over time. And the people who are dealing with them and left in East Palestine deal with it every day. They have to drink the water. They have to breathe the air. They've got to send their kids to school. Is there any evidence that you've seen of a commitment, especially by Norfolk Southern financially, to continuing to help these folks?
Not right now, Leland. Many of those residents that we spoke to say that the Norfolk Southern was reimbursing their hotel stays. Those reimbursements have stopped. We've actually spoke to some residents that have already moved out of state, staying with relatives, friends. They just feel it's not safe to come back. Unfortunately, there are residents that have to go back. They have no choice. They're paying out of pocket. The average income here in East Palestine is $28,000 for residents. So it's a very working class community that feels left behind. And Norfolk Southern, billion-dollar corporation, has just left these folks out on their own, paying out of pocket. And these families are suffering. The worst part also, Leland, is the trust. So when they're getting feedback from whether from the EPA or FEMA or other federal officials, they don't even trust those tests right now. They say they're still suffering from those symptoms a month later after that train derailment.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.